Please help me welcome Aidan Sova.
Everyone, my presentation is going to have less numbers, I can tell you that much. 2 years ago, a young black reporter out of Detroit tweeted something to the effect of, "It sucks that all of my friends leave the state of Michigan as soon as they are done with college." I retweeted that, and I DM'd him, and I said, "Oh, it really does suck because that happens to me and almost every single person that I know." In all of this, there was a viral sort of moment, and it went to the governor's desk, and she said, "I'm going to do something about this. I'm going to create something called the Growing Michigan Together Council. We're going to figure out how we can solve this." And in the releasing of the names of the people who are on this council, you will be shocked to hear that each and every person that was in the initial list was actually over the age of 40. There were no young people involved with this council. In all of that, I raise my hand and say, "Aidan Sova's young. You would like to be on this council?" Very kindly, this goes to an aide, and Governor Whitmer says, "Aidan Sova, yeah, I think I'm all right. I'm going to keep the original list." But thankfully, there was a lot of pressure from community groups, institutions, as well as our elected officials to make sure that there are young people involved in this initiative. It was hard to get involved. What was learned? Resistance to cars is not just because of environmental impacts. It's actually because having a car is expensive. We do not talk about that enough. I come from a low-income, single-parent household. Transportation was unreliable at best. It's not just gas. It's not just the repairs. It's the parking structures. It's the fees associated with it. It's the unfortunate breakdown that always seems to happen. The solutions were digestible for our older, I will say more tenured folks in the board, but the legacy mindsets persisted because they could not stomach the fact that young people actually wanted to live in a dense city. They wanted to go to the barbershop. They wanted to get drinks. They wanted to go to their place of employment. They wanted all of it to happen within walking distance. That was hard to digest philosophically, but also the cost associated with that density. They felt that the state of Michigan was not in a position to invest in these types of ways. Additionally, and this is a stat that is backed by anecdotal experience and data, young people are moving to places first. They are saying that the city of Ann Arbor has cafes, it has nightlife, it has this and that. And so therefore, reasonably, I'm actually going to move here first, and then I'm going to find a job. Because it's going to be hard wherever I live regardless, so I might as well enjoy where I live and figure out all that job stuff first. We need to invest in placemaking as a result of that. Additionally, what we found here, and this is really what I want to leave us on, is that this quote here, young people want public transit. This is something that was at odds with the entire council experience. It was me and two other young people on this council for infrastructure that said, young people want to be able to take the bus. Young people want to be able to walk. Young people want to be able to take their bike. That was challenged the entire time that I was on this council, where enormous decisions were made for the state of Michigan. Had there not been even a small handful of young people, of young progressive people, I might add, who believe in their cities and density, this would not have been possible. This would not have been an investment in terms of the sort of future for Michigan if it were not for this. So we can see here, we even have someone that is one of the more legacy members, I will say, of this Growing Michigan Together Council, acknowledging that cars and car dependency is not what our young people are after. So my neighbors, thank you for all of your grace tonight. That really did go fast, and I'm always happy to talk about these experiences. Thank you so much.